Welcome to this video. Today we will discuss regression equation. We have this question. In this question, the data is given in which the value of x are given and y also are given. But one of these is will be dependent values and one will be independent. Which one will be independent and which one will be dependent? In this question, the x is independent values. These values not depend on another values, so the x is independent values. And but the other side, y have the values which are depend on x. If the value x is 1, then the value will be 2. So we can say that these values are independent values and these are dependent values. Now we will start finding regression equation. So first of all, I will give you the introduction of regression equation. Now in this question, we have two types of regression equation. Which type of regression equation will be there? Regression equation of y on x. That means if y depend on x and the regression equation of x on y. That means there are two types of regression equation in the given data. So we will consider the both the equations as well. Y on x, that is variation in y when changes in x is given. As well, x on y, variation in x when changes in y is given. Now what will be the next our procedure? Number one, regression equation of x on y. We will find this from this explanation that we will make the regression equation of x on y. So what will be the formula? X minus x bar, that is variation in x. Variation in x means x minus x bar is equals to changes in y is given. That means this changes in y is depend on x, variation in x. So we will say that y minus, now there will be a constant also. When we have a relation between two things, that there is directly proportion to this, when we say something like that a is directly proportion to b, then we equalize that, then we take k, that means constant. So we can say it coefficient or constant, anything you can say that a is equals to k and b. So likewise that there will be also a constant here. What we can say here, that we can write here r sigma x upon sigma y. So there will be our formula, and we can say this known as regression coefficient. Bxy is equals to r. We suppose this term bxy sigma x sigma y, which can also be written as summation xy divided by summation y square. Likewise, we will find here regression equation of y on x. I clear that this is not a correlation coefficient, it is a regression coefficient. By this we can find here r is a correlation coefficient. So we can say that if we multiply this sigma x upon sigma y with the correlation coefficient, we can get regression coefficient. So we can here can find also correlation coefficient. Now y minus y bar is equals to r sigma y upon sigma x. X minus x bar b, we can say here byx is equals to r sigma y upon sigma x, which is also written as summation xy upon summation x square. Now we can write here r, which is known as correlation coefficient. Now r is equals to root bx y b yx. Now this is the whole introduction of regression equation, by which you can solve any question of regression by these formulas, and also you can find correlation coefficient by the given data. So you can find now we will consider the given data. So we will start here. Solution. Now you have to draw the columns of x bar, x minus x bar. Why we will find this? Because of you have to find here the deviation, also taking deviation of the items from the mean. So you have to find this column also, and x square y minus y bar and y square and xy. Now I have drawn this table. In this table we have to find summation x square, summation y square, and summation xy, and these deviations also. We have to find deviation in x values and deviation in y. And for this, after that, after we have drawn this table, we will find summation x, that is 15, and summation y, that is 40. Now we will find x bar. Summation x is 15 N is number of observation in given data. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Number of observation is 5. 15 upon 5 is 3. Now x bar, that is mean of this data is 3. Y bar, mean of this data will be 40 upon 5. 40 upon 5 will be 8. Now we will find deviation in equation, that we have to find deviations also. So we can say that x minus x bar, that is 1 minus 3. 1 minus 3 will be minus 2. Likewise, 2 minus 3 minus 1, 0, 1, 2. And x square will be, what will be the x square? That is, we can say the x, not this square will be taken. The x square we can take here deviations square. So we can say here minus 2 square will be 4. 1 square 1, 0 square 0, 1 square 1, 2 square 4. Likewise here 2 minus 8. 2 minus 8 will be minus 6, minus 3, 3, 0, 36. 6. So we can say here y, and we will take these values squares. So we can write here minus 6 square will be 36, minus 3 square 9, 3 square 9, 0 square 0, 36 square of 6 will be 36. Now we will find x and y. How we can find here? Minus 2 multiplied by minus 6 will be 12. Minus 1 multiplied by minus 3 will be 3. 0 multiplied by 3 will be 0. 1 multiplied by 0 multiplied by 0 will be 0. 2 multiplied by 6 will be 12. Now we have done our calculations like this. And now we will find here the equations for this question. Regression equation of x on y. How we can find here? X minus x bar. Here we are writing the formula r sigma y upon, sigma x upon sigma y, y minus y bar. We are going to put the values. X minus x bar will be 3 is equals to r. This value we can say that summation xy upon summation y square. Likewise, we write here. Now you can write it here also 8, or you can write it on the next step. Here we have find these values summation x, summation xy, we can find here. So we can write here summation y square will be 90. Summation xy will be 27, and summation x square will be 10. You can check these values, and you can calculate from your own. Put the values. X minus 3, summation x is 27 and summation y square is 90. So we can write here 27 upon 90 y minus 8. Now we will make from this the equation, arrange this and make the equation. 0.3 y minus 8, x minus 3, 0.3 y minus 2.4. You can find it from the calculator. I have already done it. X is equals to 0.3 y plus 0.6. This is our equation of regression equation of x on y. Now regression equation of y on x will be y minus y bar is equals to r sigma y upon sigma x, x minus x bar, summation xy divided by summation x square, x minus x bar. Now put the values. Y minus y bar will be 8. Summation xy is 27. 27, and x square is 10. Upon 10, we can write here x minus x bar. We can write here 3. Y minus 8, 2.7, x minus 3. Y minus 8, 2.7 x minus 8.1. Now y is equals to 2.7 x minus 0.1. After calculation, you can write here these two equations for regression. Now we will find correlation coefficient. If you have required to find this, then you can find. Otherwise, you can skip this part in your question. Square root bxy byx root under root summation xy upon summation y square multiply by summation xy upon summation x square. Now put the values. Summation square root 2.7 multiply by 0.3, which will be equal to 0.9. That is our value of correlation coefficient. That will be our answer. If you like this video, subscribe to my channel, like and share to your friends. Thank you.